Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died.
The voice of King is lifted by the Black Lives That Matter. The voice of King is lifted by the leagues of women voters. The voice of King is lifted by the descendants of the ACLU and NAACP. The voice of King is lifted by the million men who marched. The voice of King is lifted by those reaching their hands across America.
We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughter.
Poverty is people in Florida dying from heat stroke because they don't have AC or fans to cool them down. Dr. King said, while millions enjoy an unexplained opulence in developed nations, 10,000 people die of hunger each and every day of the year in the undeveloped world.
On the way, thou who hast by thy might.
I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places shall be made plain, and the crooked places shall be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out on the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we'll be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation to a beautiful symphony of brotherhood.
DP, M is for the man who had a dream. L is for the legacy he left for me. K is for keeping the dream alive, and when you put it all together, you get MLK. Hit it.
And without further ado, it is my honor to bring forth to you all this extraordinary individual, Mr. Leroy Pennell.
Today, we recognize and celebrate what was. But we must remain vigilant as to what is. You see, there's a tendency to see history as a closed book upon which we stand. And it's not so. Way back is still up close. The voices of today still speak if we will but listen. They speak from our prisons, where people of color make up the majority of our prison populations. They speak from our schools and from our school systems where African American and children of color represent over 3 times the number of individuals who were expelled and pushed out of our school system. They speak from our neighborhoods where issues of social justice, healthcare, the environment still cry out for attention to the needs of people. And yes, today, they speak from our borders. If you will but listen.
It's not enough just to celebrate these days. The work goes on all the time. Believe me, the work goes on all the time. Right, Betty Holders? The work goes on all the time. And thank you all for being here. Once again, we love you. We maxed out, Jane. You kept saying, well, what's the number, Mike? What's the number? What's the number? I thought I was back in my younger days when I was a salesman. My salesman used to always say, wait, we got to make these numbers. We got to make these numbers. So then we made the number. I think it was 504 was the number we were here today. There may be some empty seats that are around you, but people paid for those seats, folks. They may have chosen not to come today, but we had maxed out at the 504. But thank you all. A wonderful occasion. Yes. Thank you. Back in the hands of the Mistress of Ceremony. Oh, I have something for you. I have a plaque for you for the job you did. So let me go get your plaque. Okay. Yeah. So we love her.
And it's very important that we celebrate the Martin Luther King birthday. He was just not, for the African American families, but it was for everyone. That he was out there fighting for. So it's, and this one here, the whole 100% of it was dedicated to the students in Deltona, and we had a great turnout with their talent in singing, dancing, poems, essays, and also posters that they drew. So we're very happy with the turnout, and I look forward to doing it again once more time next year with our group. Again, if you want to join us, please come over, be our members, and we also invite you to join us for the NAACP banquet that is going to be taking place here in the center June 8th.